Don't give anything away. Welcome to Mouse Cheers.
Oh, Jesus, we're on.
Cheers. I wanted to put you on the spot, Paul.
Paul came late.
He came late. He didn't do his homework. He's writing his list right now. Continue.
Not true. I have my top 5.
You have your top 5.
Yep.
Do you have your honorable mentions?
No.
Honorable mentions should be a relatively easy thing.
Yeah, I'll think of them as you're talking.
So, I want to. Are you contagious?
No, I have.
Okay.
I have.
He came in late and sick and like
He's like
poison
coughing.
ivy.
I'm not sick. I have poison ivy. I was doing some yard work at my house.
and
Was not thinking that those little vines that twist were probably poison ivy, and it's literally like full body poison ivy. Full body.
Jeez, are you contagious?
No, poison ivy. It's the oil from the plant that gives you the.
Yeah, I
reaction.
got that, but you can get poison ivy
Fucking
from
tell
somebody.
Only if they haven't washed the oils off. I shower daily. Sometimes.
I don't know, man.
I looked it up. I
know.
studied this for the past 2 weeks. I've been studying this because I've been itching really bad.
Do you know I got CT scan for an issue that ended up not being did not end up being serious, but like the
Is that a
night
CAT scan?
Yeah,
Same thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's ask the
Isn't
doctor.
this like a PET scan?
No,
There's
a PET scan is different. Technically, CAT scan and CT scan are the same thing, but it's not spelled SAT scan. It's CT scan.
Wait, SAT, CAT?
CAT. You'll have to excuse me. I'm in.
Oh yeah, I was like, "What's the scat scan?"
Scan. You best be typing.
Okay, well,
I have a
I'm
story
trying
to tell.
Be interesting.
So well,
Trust me, no one's interested in your poison ivy story.
this is getting off to just the worst start.
Just the worst.
Nice illumination shirt though, Paul.
Thank you. I am a fan. I bought this the year it
Seen
ended.
better.
Get typing. Kidding.
Okay.
So I get this CT scan, and then that night I wake up in the middle of the night with the itchiest feet, and then there's like these burn marks. Like I got burned, and I called the doctor. I'm like, "Is that from did the CT scan burn me?" She's like, "No, probably not." And I'm like, "What happened?" "Oh, I did get new sneakers, which they look like they breathe, but they didn't." And I think that I got like a sweat rash. Still looks pretty bad.
John, I'm gonna just skip right over what you said because we're just gonna skip right over it. So regarding today's topic, because what is happening right here is complete nonsense.
Well, this is a classic trying to save time or to I just wanted to put Paul on the spot. I wanted you all to know that he did not come prepared, and he came with poison ivy.
It itches so bad. I'm going to do my best not to scratch, but if you see my hands moving, that's what's happening.
God, like I want you to sit more over there.
Guy's a mess. And also, like I'm going to Disney in like 5 days.
Ooh.
I don't want to go with poison ivy.
You're gonna go with
You can't catch poison ivy.
That's not true at all.
I think as long as we don't touch him, we'll be fine. Don't touch us.
Yeah, but he's like touching my phone because he didn't write his list.
So where are you right now with the list?
I need to do 3 more bottoms. I've got all my honorable mentions and my tops.
I'm glad you went right to the honorable mentions.
So you know what we can do?
I feel like
we can't even do it because you have my phone.
Wait, why does he have your phone?
Because he's writing a list on his phone and looking at the list of restaurants with my phone. This is quick service, by the way. This is top and bottom 5 quick service meals. It should be a fun one.
it's difficult because the bottom 5 is tough for me because I feel like a lot of the foods are pretty much the same. So what makes them a bottom is going to be theme, location, stuff that.
Well,
like where it is, how sick it's made me at certain points in my life.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, you're right. Just like Tusker House with me in the sit down. But let me just say something though. This, for the sake of other future podcasts, should not include bars. So like your Geyser Point, your Abracadabra, where you could technically get something to eat, shouldn't count.
What about like Baseline Tap House?
If it's on your if it's on your list, take it off because I wanted to put that on my list.
And you didn't?
And I didn't because it...
Well, can I tell you where it was going to be?
Sure.
In my bottom 5.
No.
Because the drinks are great, but the food's horrible.
You saying the drinks are
I
great,
disagree.
like,
Yeah, but it's because you like fancy, gross foods. It's like, hey, these are your options. You get there and you're like, man, I'm starving. Let me get one of these delicious, like they usually have like a blood orange cider.
It's a charcuterie board.
Yeah, and can I get the meats and cheeses? Or can I get, like the pretzel?
No, there was like this, like...
for lunch, I'm going to have a pretzel.
No, there was like this braised
and some meats and
thing.
cheeses. Yeah, I got that once too. They don't tell you what's on it.
Yeah.
These liars, it says on the thing, I'm like, hey, what's in this? They're like, oh, it's just beef and a puff. I'm like, perfect, that's all I like. Comes out and there's a whole bunch of stuff on it with like a sauce and all this gross stuff. I went back up to them, I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, but I specifically asked what was on this because I'm a picky eater. And you didn't tell me any of this stuff came on it.
The red flag should have went off in your head when she said beef and puff. I would have been like, huh?
Puff is pastry. Puff pastry.
No,
puff pastry.
There's no way. There's no way it's just beef and puff.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I should have known. At this point in my life of being a picky eater this long, I should have known that they'd be lying.
So, okay, I'd say save it for the pod, but we already said it. But I'm sure this will come back up in a future rep. I do want to talk about bars in the future, and I want to talk about snacks. So therefore...
God, now you're getting sick from Paul.
You getting sick?
Just got something in my throat.
In between two sick people. God.
Now we can't, since we're going to talk about snacks in the future, we're not going to do like the egg rolls in Magic Kingdom. We're not going to do like things that like you walk up to a cart. But like a lot of like those...
like the legendary cinnamon bun.
You should lotion your feet, John.
Like I told you this. Look that's from the burn.
That's show the audience.
You should lotion your feet.
Show the audience.
I lotioned them. No, not at all. I lotioned them today, and they looked quite good for a while. But both feet, man, I still think it's from the CT scan.
Yeah, they look like shit, don't they?
Yeah, I still think they're from the CT scan. Can I sip alcohol after, like having Tylenol?
You can. It's just going to give you. Well, I mean, you're sipping it. If you were going to drink heavily.
Well, I had Tylenol at like 3:00.
Yeah.
Is that okay,
Andrew?
Is it fine?
Can you tell your brother if that's okay?
John, it's okay.
Okay,
it's okay.
John, you could have had Tylenol an hour ago; it would have been fine.
It's okay.
Hell, grab me a Tylenol. I'll pop one.
I was just about to say I'll pop a Tylenol right now.
Paul, are you almost done?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do well with these bottom 5s.
You know what though? Bottom 5 is last, so we can get into the tops.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, all right, but I need my phone.
Okay, yeah.
Poison! Poison ivy!
Don't get in near me.
Jeez. God. Okay.
This whiskey, by the way, Paul. I know you. I think you've tried it before too.
Oh, is this?
It's been a hot minute since I've tried it because I was a part of a whiskey subscription, and this is the first bottle I got from the subscription, and I liked it a lot. But here's the thing, it's been a hot minute, since I've had it, and it's very cinnamony.
It does have notes of cinnamon. I enjoy it. I when you pulled this out, I remembered it. We had this at my house.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
But it's not like quite like a cinnamon, like what's that other?
Like a Fireball? No, not at all. No,
Fireball is way too sweet.
It's almost like a it's like that after, like that. It's like a lingering taste of cinnamon.
Yeah,
I like it. I might finish it this episode. We'll see.
Yeah.
Do you tell them what it is, or is that like? Do you have to?
I haven't been.
Nah.
I haven't been.
Yeah, because then they'll call you and be like, "Hey, you owe us money now."
Well, they'll call us because
more like I call them say you owe us money for.
Seriously. For like
all right, I'm good. I got a bottom 5
of our 17 viewers. This company is one of them, and we don't want.
of your 17 viewers, I'm not even one of them.
So you know what?
I know you're not.
Yeah.
I'll watch this episode.
We'll announce it when we know we're going to get that sweet cheddar.
No doubt. So real quick, let's get going. Top 5 quick service. We're going to do it just like we did the sit downs. quick service, like cafeteria style. Even in like, you got your Animal Kingdom like stands that you can go up to.
Dead.
Food trucks can count. Are you gonna make it through? Oh, you'll make it through.
Oh, the food trucks are so good in Disney Springs.
Yeah, let's just. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna honorable mention that. That's not on my honorable mention, but food trucks are awesome. I don't know if anybody else has it, but we could talk about it. But we're gonna do our top 5. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take turns doing that. Talk about the honorables. Go dishonorable. Go to the bottom, and before the top and the bottom, the very bottom, we'll go our honorable, dishonorable mentions. Good.
Good.
It's good.
Poison ivy. All right, let's do it.
Standard rules. Poison ivy goes last.
Poison ivy goes last.
Interesting.
Standard rules.
If you look really close, you can see it on this arm for sure.
Okay.
No, I see it.
Between your poison ivy and John's feet. John.
If we touched
standard rules, gross feet goes first.
If we touched his if we touched his gross feet to my poison ivy, you think something would happen?
Well, so actually,
that's a handsome question.
Imagine it's probably like some like chemical reaction, like some real bad.
You'll
like
be like
Andrew, freaking Andrew.
You'll be
combusts.
No, you'll become a superhero. You'll be Superfoot.
Yeah, Superfoot. Yeah.
All right. What do you got? What's your 5 for top?
Foot goes first. I think last time Andrew went first. Top 5.
I have nice feet. So I go second per standard rules.
Yeah, we'll just go in, clockwise formation.
Well, yeah, I guess that is how the foot rule ultimately goes.
Clockwise just happens. Anyway, poison. Number 5. Sleepy Hollow refreshments.
I knew you were going to say that.
What?
No, I just knew you were going to say it. Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow has a pretty good corn dog there. It also has an excellent spicy chicken waffle sandwich. It's kind of a waffle house, if you will. And for breakfast, you can have a Nutella waffle with strawberry, banana, blueberry. Delicious breakfast. I'll go there every time. A worthy 5.
I never go there.
Me either. And you know what? I think I'm not a huge fan of waffles. And as far as those mixed berries go, blueberries are the last pick in the draft.
Well, my thing with it is the food does look good, and it's stuff that I would eat, but not over the other options that I have.
You have so many more better options specifically for breakfast, and I'm going to hit you with one right now with my number 5.
Go ahead.
Gaston's Tavern.
Nah.
I will go there every time for breakfast. Get that Cinnarroll. And you know what? I have a breakfast dessert. Sure, I do. I get the gray stuffed cupcake.
Yeah.
Cinnarroll is a twofer though, because not only is it the size of a quick meal or a breakfast, but it costs a snack if you're on the meal plan.
Booyah.
True.
And here's the thing: not only is that one of the breakfasts that because I'm not a breakfast guy, but this has been determined. But
it has.
Not only will it bring me there around breakfast time every time, but also the atmosphere, you can't beat it.
It's great. The music is awesome. It has
You
the Broadway soundtrack playing.
Oh,
like
yeah.
an instrumental of
which
it.
is very cool.
It always plays that song, the Gaston song.
Yeah, me.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've been done, just one dream.
Oh, yeah.
Which is great. I love hearing that.
Yeah, it is
It's
cool.
great. Yeah. You can't beat it.
So I think that Gaston's Tavern for me is a respectable one. While I definitely don't have to go there every time, and when I do get a cinnamon bun, I split it.
So here's the thing: I go there every time, and I may not even get the cinnamon bun. I always get LeFou's Brew. Because LeFou's Brew, especially for someone who's trying, if you're at Disney, you're trying to eat somewhat healthy, it's pretty difficult. LeFou's Brew is a
I'm on vacation.
It's going
I'm
to
not
Disney
trying
World
that.
and trying to eat healthy.
Somewhat.
Yeah, are you
it's
one of these people that
100%
gets
apple juice frozen.
Okay.
Now they do add a little caramel and stuff in there, but it's just delicious with like a berry foam on top.
He's like, if you want to eat somewhat healthy, get LeFou's Brew.
Are you one of these people that like hits like the Liberty Square Market and gets like a banana?
No. The only thing I've ever gone there for is I've looked for seltzer, which, by the way, Disney, if you're watching, put some seltzer in your park. Come on.
I don't
I
understand.
did find
Yeah,
this.
right,
I found the
right.
seltzer.
I don't understand the seltzer craze.
I did find the seltzer. It's in Epcot. It's in Norway. You know that dessert store I love in Norway?
Yeah.
The pastry shop. I forget what it's called. John, you probably know what it's called, right?
Well, yeah. When you
Sure where?
in Norway.
I don't. I don't.
I think it has a
recall what
weird
it's-
name.
I don't remember what
But
it's called.
that place has seltzer. They have ahas.
Okay.
I was super excited.
and you were like, aha.
I was like, aha.
How many calories do you think LeFou's brew is?
240.
250.
Yeah.
Very close. All right. What's your? Yeah, nice job. What's your 5?
Pinocchio's Village House.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
I was torn on that one. It was actually a last minute switcheroo.
Mm-hmm.
That one's actually, believe it or not, gone between my bottom and my top because most of the food is pretty basic. But, and I feel like John might have this on his list too, there is a really good tomato basil soup there.
Yeah.
Really good. Like, not just like a basic, it's a great tomato basil soup.
Yeah. So it's not on my list. And the only reason it's not because it used to be my like go-to because they had an Italian flatbread that you could like fold into like a grinder, and I would dunk that into that tomato.
They don't
basil
have that
soup.
flatbread anymore.
They don't. But if they did, I would go there every time.
It's just the
for
cheese
lunch.
and pepperoni now, right?
Just the cheese and pepperoni. It's like just flatbreads. So I don't go there anymore. When I
Yeah.
do, I'll get a flatbread and that soup because it's great soup. But I miss that so much. Sometimes I'll like make myself some tomato basil soup at home, order an Italian grinder just so I can have that taste again. Really awesome. I love Pinocchio's Village House. Not on my list though.
The problem is when I go, I almost always go to Disney because I don't know what 10 out of 12 months out of the year now it's a festival.
Yeah.
So we
That's
talked about
for
that
sure.
last time. So when I go to Disney, no matter what park I'm in, when I get hungry, I take a ride over to Epcot
Yeah.
and I get food from the festival. So it gets, whereas Pinocchio's used to always be a go-to,
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever go there anymore. Not because I don't like it. I really don't eat in Magic Kingdom almost at all.
Right.
But if you need a quick, like you need to get in and get out quick, and you need some basic food, especially if you're kids and you just want like nuggets or something, it's probably the best place in Magic Kingdom to go.
I probably agree with you.
So I don't think they're not like the greatest place, but they deserve for me. I was like 5.
And you can see you could see Small World from like that certain seats.
That is
Cool.
pretty cool.
It's just cool when
That
they
is
do
pretty
that.
Yeah.
All right, nice. So number 4 for me, and I won't spend much time on it because I have a feeling it's gonna show up on somebody else's list.
Doubt it.
Oh, I know what it is already.
Well, it's Regal Eagle in Epcot. So if that, I'm gonna, Andrew's like doubt it, but I'm pretty sure it's probably on his list.
It's his top one, I'm
Probably
sure.
his
I'll put
one.
money down right now. It's
Yeah,
number 1.
it's his number 1. But I'll just
He
say
loves that place.
I loved the variety of sauces that you could try. The barbecue chicken impressed me.
You don't sample correctly, but
The barbecue ribs, while they didn't fall off the bone, had a great flavor, and I kind of wish that I got that brisket sandwich on that Texas
yeah,
toast.
you done messed up.
I mean,
Paul,
next time.
how do you sample?
How do I sample?
Yes.
Like, elaborate.
Here's how I sample. Here's how John samples. I sample by getting multiple entrees. John samples by getting multiple dips and then dipping his chicken nugget in each dip.
That's
and
no. I sample.
Well, that's not. That's just. Yeah,
he's wrong.
That's just dipping. Right?
He's
Well,
not.
yeah. Well,
he's
wait,
not
wait,
saying
we're talking about
this-
like barbecue sauces.
No, he's
Oh,
not
yeah.
saying something correct right now.
Like the different.
Well, hold on,
barbecue
John.
sauces.
I might defend you here. Different barbecue sauces. I might ask for all of them, but I would order multiple entrees with all the sauces.
No. Listen.
And I would say, let me have this sauce on
you
this.
gotta
and
let
this
me
sauce
talk
on this.
because you're wrong.
And next.
All right, so I sample by like I'm in a family, so I got Ariel, I got Sebastian. When they get something, I will sample theirs, so I don't need to order multiple entrees. Whereas no matter who he's with, he's ordering multiple entrees for him.
Here's the thing. If you mentioned when we were talking about Gaston's Tavern, you were like, or maybe it was John, someone said it's big enough for 2. Yeah, even if I'm in a party of 2, you get your own if you want one.
Oh no, that's a Cinnabon for one.
Cinnabon for one.
It's a cinnamon.
Well, I'll tell you that the sauce is like a barbecue. There's like man, I'm a little rusty on it, but like you got like hot sauce. You got a sweet oniony sauce,
Yeah, yuck.
which is it's like a vinaigrette kind of sauce. So like,
Yuck.
there's just a lot.
You're
There's a
losing
lot.
people, John.
Yeah, you're losing us.
You're losing people.
If you were like, hey, we had like a Kansas City barbecue, but then we had like a sweet and smoky barbecue, I'd be like, all right, well, keep talking. We got a Dallas barbecue too.
Now that interests me. And then from there, I would be like, well, let me try the sweet and smoky on some brisket, and then a pork butt on the Dallas.
I'd be like, hey, can I get the pulled pork sandwich with half the pulled pork on the left side with this sauce and half the pork on the right side with this sauce?
This is a quick meal. You do this yourself. You're not like ordering like, can I please, like that the person at the counter, be like, can I please have half of the no. The sauces are by the trash cans.
Oh, see, I haven't been to Regal Eagle yet, so that's why it's not on my list.
It's a quick service. Oh yeah.
The problem,
yeah, there
Amazing.
are things that I feel would be on my list. I haven't been there.
So I haven't had that yet. I do think I would probably enjoy. Anyone who knows me knows I absolutely love barbecue. It's one of the easiest foods for a picky eater.
Yeah.
Except for coleslaw. If they got rid of that out of like the barbecue repertoire,
Yeah.
then everything would be great.
Perfect.
They'd be like, what would be bad?
It adds nothing to the
Biscuits,
barbecue.
corn, barbecue.
It adds nothing to the barbecue. It only hinders.
When they put it on, I say,
Coleslaw.
what is this?
Coleslaw hinders everything everywhere.
And we'll get back to that.
Yeah, I know.
So
So
the problem with Epcot is when I go to Disney.
what we're talking about?
Well, yeah.
When did
Well,
we get
with Regal
here?
Eagle,
Festivals.
the problem
Oh.
with so what is it? 10 out of 12 months of the year, it's a festival.
Or 12 out of 12. I
12.
don't know
So when I'm
anymore.
there, I usually, if I'm at Epcot, I just hit one of those stops.
And I agree, and that's why it took me a couple visits to try Regal Eagle.
I hit all the. You guys are out of your mind. I hit all the booths and then go to Regal Eagle. What are you guys doing?
This
Yo.
guy gets a pizza on his way to Regal Eagle.
Spoiler alert for the Flower and Garden Festival.
Yeah.
I do like the frushi. In fact, I love it.
Oh,
I get it every time now, twice a day.
Maybe it's an acquired twice a day.
I do. I get it in the morning. I get it later before I leave. It is an acquired taste because I hate it the first time.
Yeah, I hated it the first
And
time.
now
too.
I
And
can't
I only
walk.
had it one time.
Now I can't walk by without getting it. Like if I walk by accident, I'm like, ugh, gotta get it again.
So anyway, that was outrageous.
Good to know.
Moving on. Not good to know. In fact, I wish I didn't know that. Moving on, my number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Casey's Corner. Now, you might say to me, oh, Andrew, it's just a hot dog place.
I mean, it's John's number 1. So
It's John's number 1. We know it. I'll put a Benjamin
We know it's
on
coming.
it right now.
I know them well enough to know what they're both number 1s, and I'm sure they know mine.
Yeah.
When I eat at Casey's, it's an event. It's an event because you know what? First of all, get the foot long. You always get the foot long. You get the messy hot dog. Sometimes you want a chili cheese dog. You want a bacon macaroni and cheese dog. Do it. And then you know what I do? Because I have to say, Casey's, you got to work on the buns there. Because here's the thing with the hot dogs. If we can talk bad about Casey's for a second,
Let's move it to his bottom list.
That's why it's on his 4. Right,
the hot dog, specifically on the footlongs, the bun isn't connected at the bottom. So last time we went for a guys trip,
Is that you?
John and I got the footlong hot dogs.
You probably disconnect.
And then so I was like, John, how are we gonna eat this? And then you were like, well, I'm gonna fork and knife it. And then you got like a fork and knife and started fork and knifing it. I was like, I'm not gonna do that to my hot dog. So what I did was, if the microphone is the hot dog, right, so the camera can see it, I went down like that, and I squeezed it like that, and then I ate it like that.
That's your clip right there.
Yeah, I know.
And then I made such a mess. We still have the pic. You took a picture of me. We still have the picture. I'll put it on the Instagram page.
I was gonna mention the picture right when you
you
started
took
talking
a
about kids.
picture of
I have a
that?
picture of him. Yeah,
There's a
he's
picture,
a
yeah.
mess.
Oh,
It's like his face was like yellow.
Put it on the Instagram. I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, it's funny. I know exactly where it is.
We'll
Oh
put
my
it.
goodness.
We'll put it on the Instagram page. But so anyway, that's the one down thing.
That's
But you
so
know what?
funny.
Casey's is so good that I don't care what I look like. I don't care what I look like. And you know what? After I'm done, and also other than just the hot dogs, great fries. They got the loaded fries too. And after I'm done, you can't beat the baseball brownie. You can't beat it.
That's what I've heard.
So, Casey's Corner, well, is a weird one for me. Whereas I appreciate what they do, It's never something I crave. I'm not a big hot dog person. In fact, there's one type of hot dog that's like my favorite type. John knows it. So like what I get for my birthday,
The one that comes in a pack of 30?
Yeah.
the one that comes in a pack of 30.
We're at the
No
the
good hot dog comes in a pack of 30.
Yeah, we're at the store, and he's like, "Oh, this one's awesome. Oh, and it's on sale too." He pulls out this freaking 30-pack.
It's my favorite hot dog. It's what I grew up with. But I do like hot dogs. But it's never like I never go there and I'm like, oh, you know what I could go for right now? A bacon mac and cheese hot dog. I think to myself, you know what I could go for? Like Regal Eagle is way more my style. I'd be like, man, I could go for a brisket sandwich. Like that would be
that brisket sandwich.
Brisket sandwich would be like my ideal thing I could eat.
But
Respect.
it goes beyond so much more than just a hot dog. When I think Magic Kingdom, I think Casey's Corner.
By no means am I dissing them. They're
Yeah.
in my honorable mentions.
Oh, okay.
They're just not in my top 5 because it's not a place that I feel. I appreciate that people would go there. I appreciate what it is. It's like a staple of Magic Kingdom and Main Street.
Yeah.
It's literally a staple of Main Street Disney. It's just not something I crave, so I don't want to speak too much on it because it's, I've only had like half of one of John's dogs and half of one of yours one time.
Casey at the Bat. What Disney movie was that in?
I'll let you answer this one.
Well, I was going to let... Well, the standard rules is Poison Ivy goes first. Go ahead. Which we've determined.
Let me finish my list real quick, and then...
You haven't even finished your list. John's looking it up. John doesn't know.
No.
I know what it is. Was it a feature
What are you
film?
doing?
It's a feature film.
Yeah, he is. That's exactly
I'm not
what he's
looking
doing.
it up.
He's
I'm
looking
looking
It's
it
in
up.
Saludos
Confirm.
Amigos.
It's not in Saludos
It's
Amigos.
in Melody Time.
I think it's Make Mine Music.
Oh, he doesn't even know.
He doesn't even know.
It's Make Mine Music.
It's Melody
Isn't that
Time.
movie part of Saludos Amigos?
No.
Huh?
Aren't they on the same Blu-ray?
No.
Casey at the Bat.
I hope it's a part of
He's gonna
Saludos
be like,
Amigos.
Casey at the Bat, Melody Time. Oh, Andrew was right. Oh, my. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Make Mine Music.
Oh, well.
Oh, well, that was a fun
Oh,
fact.
well,
Moving on.
Anyway, I just like
It's-
when Disney World, pays homage to the.
You know what I
to
don't
the-
like? When you ask questions and you don't know the answers to.
I knew the answer, but Make Mine Music and Melody Time came out around the same time. They both begin with M. I just didn't want to, sound like a fool.
All right, moving on. My number 4. So have you ever been in Disney? I'm going to sell this for you before I say it, just because I know there's going to be some backlash on this one.
All right.
You ever go to Disney and you're like, man, I'm really craving something greasy and delicious, and I want to be like an homage to like my childhood, like to a movie I really understand, and I kind of want to be sick for the next 8 hours.
Oh, I know what he's saying.
Well,
My number 4 is Woody's Lunchbox. Because no matter how sick I get, literally 100% of the time I eat there, I'm sick for the next 8 hours. I go back every time because it has like this.
So funny.
It's got like a brisket. It has a brisket sandwich. That's just so. I think
Okay.
because I don't eat butter a lot, and I think they put a whole stick on each slice of bread.
I would say so.
I think that's in my bottom 5 dishonorable.
I mean, it could easily go in both for me.
Well, I know. Their breakfast is pretty good. Like I like their breakfast bowl. I'll hit it
skip
up.
on breakfast every
When
Bud Light, they have like a Bud Light. They have a Buzz Lightyear punch, I think, there too. They have a Bud Light punch.
Bud Light Punch. They opened up with selling a Monte Cristo, and then they took it off the menu before I could try it. And I love Monte Cristos.
Oh, that was there when I used to go there. Oh,
Yeah,
you saw it, you just didn't have it. That's what happened, right?
Correct.
Never do I go to a place saying, it's so good, I can't wait to be sick for 8 hours after.
Yeah. Let's
Let's
talk about the worst seating.
The problem
any
is I don't know
quick
if I get
service.
sick from the brisket or from I always get the electric lemonade, which is an alcoholic lemonade. One of those two makes me sick, but I get them both every time.
It's the grease. It's the grease.
It's probably the grease.
Yeah.
It's the grease.
But why is it so delicious?
Like the theming of the seating is cool, but it's all outdoors and it's just bleh.
Oh, bees, yeah. The biggest
The bees.
The bees. The biggest problem with it too, by the way, is whereas the sandwich is deliciously sick, there's the side is like potato barrels, which are just, tots.
Yeah, but come on.
And there's 4 of them.
I'm not a tot
There's
person.
4 tots.
Oh, really?
Like
I
it's
don't
like tots
tot.
for tots.
I taught in the
You
breakfast
tot?
bowl.
It's tots for tots though.
I don't tot.
There's 4 of them.
I taught at home.
I need like 16.
You tot at home?
100%.
I need 16 to 45 tots as a side. Like, what are you laughing at?
Did you say you need 16 to 45 tots?
Yeah, as a side.
I
If-
count out 13.
Look, if I'm using it as 2 sides, like both my sides, 45.
John.
Yeah.
How come this isn't big news to you? He's saying in the dead heat of Florida, he's going to eat 45 tater tots.
Well, the guy is sick for 8 hours after, of course.
I could probably eat at least 100 tots.
This is amazing.
I honestly think that's still lowballing it. I think I could eat 200 tots.
Hold on.
I give you 5 minutes to eat as much tater tots as you can. How many tater tots are you eating?
No.
5 minutes. Well, I can 100% with no doubt in my mind eat 200 tater tots in 10 minutes or less.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Stop
okay?
laughing, I can't.
No, let me ask you a question.
No, you can't.
No,
they're small.
Listen, hold on. No time limit. You have unlimited tots. How much do you eat before you're full?
If there's no time limit, I don't think I'd get full. I would.
That's where I was.
I would just eat until further notice.
That's what I was hoping would happen.
Yeah, because as time's going, I'm digesting.
Paul,
so it's like a constant cycle. Now I'd be gaining weight as it's happening because
you're gonna get so sick of that tot flavor.
Oh yeah, I mean, if I don't. He didn't say when would I stop enjoying it. He just says how could I stop handling it.
You can eat till further notice.
Usually, yeah. I mean, if it's a heavy something, I mean, I could burst.
I'd like to go back to the 5-minute thing really quick. What would be your strategy? Because you're trying to get down 200, at least 200 tots. Because you quoted 200,
I can fit,
but you can probably do more. Now, are those just sliding right down your throat to begin with?
Well, so I could do at least 5 tots per bite. Like you take 5, throw them in, chew twice, maybe swallow.
Did you say at least 5? At least 5?
At least 5. 5 is less on my hand.
So in this scenario, you have a big bowl in front of you, right? And you're just palming tots?
Yeah.
You palm tots?
Well, remember, tots also squish pretty easily. So like,
are you squishing?
So
I'm palming. I'm palming in mouth. It's almost like the garbage truck when it closes. So my mouth does that. It smushes them all, slides down.
There is inevitable smush if you're palming. How are you keeping count?
Because I'm grabbing 5 at a time.
No,
every swallow is 5.
No, what it is we count it beforehand and then we count it after. And
that's true too.
Yeah,
I just
but
have.
if you don't have a time limit, it's unlimited tots.
John, we're talking about the 5 minutes.
He wants to know about the 5 minutes.
We're talking about the 5 minutes
okay.
Because with a time limit, more is at stake.
I love how you asked him about a 5-minute and then he answered for a 10-minute.
Paul, 5 minutes. How many times? Well,
it'd probably be 100. Yeah, it'd probably be 100.
That was easy math.
Honestly, I think that's still lowballing it for 5 minutes. I could probably do more than 100.
You could probably do 170. 5 minutes.
I think you could do 205
I think I might be able to do 205 minutes. To be honest.
Do you know 200 tater tots are how many come in a bag of tater tots?
I think more than 200 probably.
No.
We'll make a whole bag. I'll eat the whole bag in 5 minutes.
I guarantee.
Can I have ketchup? Can I drink water?
I don't. Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I can do it. You know what? Throw a double cheese in there too. No, junior bacon cheese. Junior bacon cheese. You want to get really funny with the
arrogance behind.
You want to get really funny with the equations? 2 junior bacon cheese, 150 tots, 10 minutes. And if you divide that for 5 minutes, that'd be 1 junior bacon cheese, 75 tots.
Your math skills are right on. Good for you. So how many tots are in a bag, John? Since we're doing this now.
How many in the Costco bag? Because that's going to have at least 2.
No, you get whatever Disney gets.
You know what? Whatever's in the bag, I'll eat. If it's over 200, I'll do it.
They're not buying from Costco. They're buying in bulk from whatever amusement park.
I don't think they're buying in bulk because they give me 4 when I order my meal.
They're scamming you for money.
No, they're scamming me, and then they make me sick.
Here's what's happening.
Okay, so yeah, it's about 90 in a bag.
All right, so 2 bags. We'll do 180. We'll make it 8 minutes.
And 2 junior double cheese will make it 10.
Yeah, add the 2. Yeah, because they do 1 per minute, so add 2 junior bacon cheese.
Yeah, 2 junior bacon cheese.
Okay, well,
you know what the trick with those? Patty, junior. Patty, bacon, cheese. Slide it down. Bun, water. Boom.
Patty, bacon, cheese. Slide down.
Bun, water. Boom.
Well, we don't have the time to unpack all of that, so let's move on.
Moving on.
My number 3. And this one's probably Paul's number 1. Satuli Canteen in Animal Kingdom.
I'll pass on that.
That's fine.
Every time I
don't need you to go there.
I will fly down to Disney get that for lunch, and fly home.
What a waste of money.
There's been days.
I can go to Chili's like probably 3 times with that money.
There's been days I've gone to Magic Kingdom. I've gotten Satuli Cantina and then just left. Been like, that's what I came for.
So, okay, so we don't have to. We can revisit.
Yeah, we're
because
coming back.
I feel
to
it's
it.
coming back.
We come back.
But I just want to give a shout out. I go the rice and beans with the green onion vinaigrette with the chicken and beef, chicken and steak.
You gotta do chicken steak. It's the only way to go.
Excellent.
You get both.
Like,
why order one or the other when you get both?
It feels like you're not eating something too heavy. It feels really good. It's delicious.
It feels like I can now, like I finish eating and I have more life in me. Like you know how like you smoke and you lose a day? Is that what it is? Like you smoke a cigarette, you lose a day of life.
Smoke a cigarette, lose a day.
I eat I eat a meal at Satuli Cantina. I gain a day every time. Like I look younger now because of that place.
So what if you like eat Satuli Canteen and then you like smoke a cigarette?
I'm so
Evens
hot
out.
right now.
Evens out. All right.
I bet if I had that last week, my poison ivy would have been gone twice as fast.
Well, I best eat it on the double because my feet are bothering me. All right, Andrew.
And we'll get to the more important reason that I go to Satuli Canteen when we come back to it.
Yeah. So we all pretty much probably guessed each other's number one. Andrew,
Don't touch
that. What's your
Why is there poison ivy on it?
No,
I'm already
you don't want
itching.
there to be.
Stop itching.
I need
dude.
some like lotion.
This is awful.
Dude, you both need lotion.
Where's the
For
foot
your
lotion?
foot
Where's
when
the
you-
foot lotion?
In between podcasts, yes, we're recording 2 today. We'll
Well,
lotion
now they're
up.
gonna know that I'm changing my shirt in between.
Well, we are all changing our shirt.
I brought a nice shirt.
Okay.
So enjoy it.
We'll lotion up between shows. Now, Andrew, number 3.
Deluxe Burger.
Ooh.
Find a better burger in Disney World. I dare you. I dare you.
I can find a better burger.
Well, you've been dared, so
It's,
go on.
it's in Starlight Cafe. It's called the Incrediburger.
Oh,
come
get
on.
out of here!
It
Starlight
now,
Cafe.
as a fan of Cosmic Race, as a fan of this burger, and it's called the Super Sticky Burger.
Thank you.
by
That
the
is
way.
what it's called. Did
Yeah.
you look it up for this podcast?
No, I'm just I just remembered it and didn't forget. I
John,
don't know
it
what to
has
say.
mozzarella sticks on top of it. It's delicious.
It's ground.
Sounds
John,
awful.
This is
groundbreaking.
Guys. Ooh, Moz sticks on a burger. Groundbreaking.
It had a
I'm not a
imprint.
fan of potato chips on my burger. I'm not a fan of Moz. I never even
Were
tried
you
Moz
born
sticks.
yesterday? You're not a fan of potato chips on your
Was
burger?
that a personal
No.
attack towards me?
Yeah, how
It
else
was
do you eat a
an absolute
burger?
personal attack towards you.
Where's
because
your
of
crunch?
Terrible, poor performance on our burger off.
Where's your crunch if you don't have a potato chip on it?
We do cook-offs.
Yeah, but where is the crunch if you don't have chips on it?
The pickle, the
Oh, my
lettuce.
God.
Where,
You put pickles on your burger?
I'll go
where-
onion strings.
Wait,
Gross.
wait, we're straying, Paul.
I know.
You know.
Deluxe Burger is very good.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Moving on.
And in terms of quality of burger, yes, it's much
Yeah,
better
come
than.
on. There's no way
But
in the world
there's something
that
about-
Starlight Cafe.
There's
And
something
also-
about that Incrediburger.
It's called the Super Sticky Burger. The Incrediburger is something else, Paul.
No, it's
This is
Incrediburger.
this is a very important thing because the Incrediburger is a thing, and I can tell you because I don't like it. I know you don't like it, so stop calling it that.
Yeah, but that it had the imprint of Incredibles on top.
oh wow, that's cool.
Must be better than Deluxe Burger.
No, but that's the one I liked. Was the one with the imprint on the top.
What about the one
Paul,
that's
that one's called the Super Sticky Burger.
What about the one with the Mr. Toad's burger with the tongue, like the tip?
Get out of
of
here! Get out of here with that.
Well, we don't. No one
Get
likes
outta
olives,
here
John.
with
I've
that.
disagree.
There's no better burger on Disney property than Deluxe Burger. End of story. I don't care what you have to say about your mozzarella stick.
Well, in terms of quick meals, I've had some pretty good burgers in sit-down restaurants.
Are we talking sit-down restaurant?
No, I'm just
John.
saying. I'm just saying. You said on Disney property.
Yo, we talked about sit-down restaurants for
I'm just
over
saying
2
you
hours.
said on Disney property.
All right, Paul.
Moving on.
Number 3.
I got to itch real
Paul.
quick.
Oh, my God. You can talk and itch. And are you working on your bottom 5 this whole time?
I finished it like an hour ago.
Oh,
I feel myself getting sick already.
You laugh at that, but it's been about an hour.
what's your 3?
Oh, it's my turn. Oh, I don't know what it's called. Mexico. The tequila bar.
The tequila, like
The place across from
where
San
the
Angel.
tacos and the
Yeah, tacos.
the
Isn't that La Cantina?
No.
It is. It's La Cantina di San Angelo. Why do I know that? It's my number 2.
I love that place. I love it for multiple reasons. So I'll be quick and we'll just slide right into you.
Yeah.
Actually, we know it's your number 2. We'll just go back and forth.
Yeah, we'll just go back and
so
forth with it.
the tacos are excellent there. Like in terms of they're very traditional. Like if you
right, but it's a good like Mexican taco.
It's good. It's big. If you really want something that's going to fill you up in like a lot of food, it's a great place to go. And delicious margaritas there.
Come on.
They have that Patron.
You can't go wrong with those 10 a.m. margaritas.
Patron margarita that you like, the frozen ones. I like the Patron.
Yeah.
It's on ice one. That's really good.
Margarita.
They're a great place, and they have multiple options of food. I've had their nachos before too.
Yeah,
good. But the way to go is the 3 tacos
and a nice
and the rice
margarita.
and beans and a margarita. It's just and you sit on the water. It's a great place to go.
I am on your page with that.
And the only reason I think that you're going to be surprised that's not my number 2 is when you hear my number 2.
Okay,
you're going to be like, I didn't think of that. I feel like you're going to say that to yourself. You're going to be like, I wasn't even, or it's in your honorable mentions, but I feel like you're going to say, I wasn't even thinking of that.
Okay. All right, we'll see.
Okay, and if it is in your honorable mentions, you're going to have to show me to prove it because I don't believe you already. Moving on.
Okay.
So
that was his number 2. Yep. So we're good.
So you've said all you had to say.
Yeah. No, I'm satisfied. I think it's a great atmosphere. I think that he nailed it right on the head with the tacos, the margarita. So
except for those little birds that try to take your food that have the evil eye.
Yeah, but it's better than the bees at Woody's.
Everything's better than the bees.
Yeah.
The birds are kind of nice sometimes. If you feed them, they'll follow you around the rest of the day.
Feel like a Disney princess.
Yeah.
Andrew, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is 8 Spoon Cafe in Animal Kingdom.
What is that? Johnny, you know what that is?
Not really.
No, what is that?
I'll tell you exactly
mac
what
and
it is.
cheese place?
I'll tell you exactly what it is. In the midst of it, the beginnings of heat stroke. It is a mac and cheese that you will still get. Make your heat stroke a little worse.
Is that the one near
before you
Dino
go
World?
back to the
Dino
hotel.
Land?
No, it's right by the tree. It's like right after you cross the bridge.
Okay.
So here's the thing. It's a pulled pork mac and cheese. I was suffering really bad heat stroke one day. Second visit to Animal
He's
Kingdom.
suffering heat stroke. He's like, man, I could go for some water or some mac and cheese right now.
No, Paul, I swear, I already told this story on the pod, but Paul, I swear this is true. I was feeling so not well because I was so overheated. We were going to leave Animal Kingdom very, very early. And I said, hold on. Let me just get some mac and cheese really quick. I got 3 helpings, and then we left. I felt terrible.
Crazy.
I bet you felt terrible. 3 helpings of mac and cheese. You're lactose intolerant.
No, I'm not.
Well, you're something like that. Oh, no, that's right. I remember what it was. It's not lactose intolerant. You can tell him if you want.
No, thanks for bringing it up on the pod, but no, I'm all set.
Hey, man.
Well,
you're talking about like our problems.
For years, he thought that he was lactose intolerant. He wasn't, which is even funnier because his doctor told him he was.
Well, you see, I asked the hard.
What's up with that, doc?
I ask. It's okay, doc. I ask the hard-hitting questions when I go to the doctors, and I was very much gearing towards I'm lactose intolerant, and the doctor was like, "Oh yeah, that sounds about right."
I use guiding questions too.
But then the doctor was like,
"What do you think, doc? It's probably this, right?"
So then I was like, and then I started taking the doctor suggested over the counter stuff, so I started taking Lactaid. So before you eat any dairy, you take Lactaid, right? And then I went to the doctor again. I said, "Doc, I gotta tell you, it's not working." So she was like, "Okay, well, try this." And it was another over the counter thing, but it's different than Lactaid. I can't believe I'm telling this story right now. And she was like, and if it doesn't work, we're going to refer you to a gastroenterologist for further testing. I was like, okay. And so I'm doing what the doctor I'm doing what the doctor suggested, and I'm like, it's not working. Oh God, I'm gonna have to like go see a gastroenterologist. I wonder what's wrong. But I found out what was wrong.
and we bonded when we found out because I needed some help at one point too.
Yeah. So
what was the medicine that worked?
So
I can tell you can get it over the counter.
I'm not gonna say. Just know that you know
You know.
And moving on,
All
because
right.
I've even suggested you use it.
The funniest thing that's ever happened to me in life, the single funniest thing that's ever happened to me in my life was Andrew explaining to me how I needed to use this stuff. Moving on. We'll talk about that in between podcasts.
Yeah.
What's your number 2?
Earl of Sandwich.
Oh God.
Now, how can you forget Earl of Sandwich?
Easy.
First off, you talk about burgers. Find me a better sandwich in all of America.
Not
I
a
can't.
sandwich guy. Not
I can't.
A sandwich.
And I didn't forget
Which is
Earl
fine,
Sandwich.
yeah. But it's like you walk in. I think the one complaint I used to have with them was more of the system where it was like when you were on the meal plan, you actually got less to go there because you would get the sandwich and a drink, where
Right.
everywhere else you got sandwich, drink, side.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I think you had chips with.
it was that or a drink.
Oh, okay.
So with no, that's what it was. You didn't get. It was a dessert or a drink. Wherever else you got both.
Okay.
And then that was before they switched to the whole thing where they made it so a snack was your dessert. But back in the day when the dessert was all part of it.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
I would always choose drink over dessert.
Oh, me too.
Earl of Sandwich was always the place, like our buddy Joe, who was on the podcast. At the end, when we're all being sparing with our quick meals, then at the end we're like, oh, we got like 3 quick meals. You just get like 3 sandwiches for the flight.
I put them on last minute on my list, and I put them at 2 last minute, which is how much I love Earl of Sandwich. I honestly only always get the same sandwich, not because I'm afraid to try other ones. There is a lot, as a picky eater, there's a few that I would eat for sure.
Yeah.
But there's one that's just so good. It's like a turkey sandwich that has like barbecue sauce on all this stuff. And every time I get it, I'm like, this is like the best sandwich I've ever had in my life.
Really?
It's like,
I mean, me too, though.
it's just so good. It's a
Yeah.
good atmosphere. It's easy to get in. It could be a long line. It goes quick every time. It's in D Springs, so if you need a quick meal in D Springs,
No doubt.
There's
I
a
mean-
million better things. Heard that.
So
Heard
I
that.
mean, but it's also it's
Yeah.
not light. They're heavy sandwiches, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like you can take it a walk with it. Like you're not like going
I
to
walk with
Wolfgang
pizza.
Puck Express and sitting down for 20 minutes. You know.
yeah.
So I don't know. I think it holds a nostalgic part of me from
sure.
those trips too.
yeah.
I also
me
wanna
too.
mention-
Nostalgia all the way with Earl of Sandwich.
I also want to mention too, since you brought it up, there's a reason we don't do meal plans anymore.
Yeah.
It's because you save it. You've got a day left with 42 snacks to kill
Yeah.
and 3 quick meals.
The way to do it. I mean, so I don't think meal plans are even a thing right now. They took them away. They're
Oh,
not,
did they?
They're not offered right now. They may come back, but they're
Yeah.
not offered. But not that we know or not, because we don't do it anymore. But the whenever there was the Food and Wine Festival was a time to do. That's where you use your snacks. They were all snack credits, and you just plow through your snack credits there. Because at the end of the day, if you want a darn bag of gummy bears on your way home, just buy them.
Yeah, but the problem was-
$8.75 filet mignon from Canada.
And I agree with
snack
you.
credit.
I agree with you. The problem is it was better in theory because the meal plans we were on would always give us 2 snacks a day. So we'd
Yeah,
save our
crazy.
snacks for 4 days. We get to Epcot would be our 4th day of the week. We go to Epcot with 8 snack credits. You can only eat like 3 or 4 of those things before you start getting full.
True.
And then you start saving up snack credits, and then by the end of the week, you still have 20 snack credits left.
Then you end up like at the Animal Kingdom Lodge when we stayed there. We had like so many snack credits left over that we went to this like little stupid pastry shop, and we filled a bag full of pastries. And then we drove home, didn't eat a one of them. Whole thing got thrown out.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
So dumb.
They were-
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
They were all bagels and like different things like that, muffins.
bagel, a
and
muffin, a Danish, and blah, blah, blah.
None of it.
Can I just be okay when we're talking about snacks?
Snacks.
So I know we'll do a podcast on snacks, but I just need to do this real quick. Is the Chewy Sprees from Goofy's Candy Co. were always my favorite. I'd get them every time. They don't make them anymore. But make way for the licorice sticks
Whoa.
that's still there.
The licorice is my favorite. If you're talking about the little
come on,
the
dude.
little short ones,
Yeah,
I
jeez,
actually
man.
have a bag in my house right now. I stock up on them every time.
You're the reason.
Yeah, I buy 6 or 7 bags to
My
last me till my
goodness.
next trip.
John,
The Incredible ones, right? It's usually got the Incredibles on the
Yeah,
front.
it's awful
Love
stuff.
them. Love them. I'm a licorice guy.
you,
I love licorice. It's still one of my
Of
favorite.
course, he's a licorice guy.
Unfortunately, you're talking to the wrong person.
Yeah, licorice is my favorite, especially thick licorice that has like the old school classic OG licorice taste.
Jeez.
Love it.
Oh my goodness.
Twizzlers, move out the way. Give me that old-fashioned stuff.
You're pretty gross, aren't you?
Love licorice.
Here's
I'll eat black
why-
licorice.
Good for you. You can have
Good
it.
for you. You know, that's most people. Like, if you Google a list of like the worst anything, it's like black licorice is like number 2 always.
Candy corn number 1.
Candy corn's awful.
Yeah, it's probably number 1.
Well, yeah. Someone asked me yesterday if I like candy corn. I said no. They were like, "You like candy pumpkins?" I said,
That's candy corn.
I said no.
Candy pumpkins are worse.
Yeah.
They're only
thicker.
worse because they're thicker.
thicker.
It's more of it.
Yeah, there's more of it.
With the candy corn, I could take like little bites.
Yeah, but
Pretend
like,
I'm enjoying it.
why would you why? How do you get in that situation? Where you're like needing to eat it.
Yeah, like you're
Yeah.
starving. It's
Yeah,
candy
yeah.
corn.
Yeah.
It's a
So,
vegetable.
I would-
And,
It's
I
a
would
veg-
do terrible in a desert island starving situation because if you put like something gross in front of me, I'll just die.
well, if you were in Desert Island and you're starving and it's candy corn in front of you, you're probably still gonna die regardless.
True.
That ain't gonna keep you alive for long. it's no nutritional
Like
value.
I'm
in
on a desert island. At least I have all this candy corn that I can eat. So. The reason Erla sandwich is not in my top 5 is because it's in my honorable mentions, as is Deluxe Burger, and as is a couple other things that I'll talk about in a second. Erla sandwich you can get outside of Disney. Deluxe Burger you can get outside of Disney. So
Fair.
I would have put them both in my top 5, but I wanted to give Disney-specific things a chance.
SDK
So I put
you can
those
get
in.
outside of Disney. We still agreed on that
Well,
one.
he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Here's
you could.
Here's the
You might
thing.
list my rules.
And here's why you're losing people, John. Here's why there's many websites that say Team Andrew Mouse Cheers. Okay, here's why.
Is it your website?
Show me that site.
There's many.
Okay.
I wouldn't waste your precious time.
Okay.
Because you're not having any adventures, John. You're not really having fun with it. Have fun with it, John.
I'm having a blast.
Guys, we got to finish our top 5.
Well,
Paul,
let me just finish.
Paul, slow it down.
You in a hurry to go home and itch?
I need to get
Rubbing it
some
on the
calamine
couch.
lotion.
Jeez.
Yeah, you wrote that right on the
He's
couch.
like, we need to lotion up between pods.
Oh, the itch feels so good though when you scratch it.
Yeah,
my
you
other,
probably shouldn't do
my other two honorable mentions.
Why you? Oh, right.
Is Docking Bay 7 in Galaxy's Edge is probably on your bottom, but the thing is the chicken and mac and cheese and the broccolini used to be really good when we went there last time. It wasn't like white meat anymore. It was like chicken nugget consistency.
We'll get to it. And
Yeah.
it's the same thing you're talking about.
You think you
okay,
could eat a
okay.
whole rotisserie chicken?
And I'm glad you mentioned it because I thought I was going crazy,
Yeah.
John. I'm glad you mentioned it because I thought
Me
I was
too.
going crazy.
Okay, yeah. So we could talk that later. But
And yes, I can eat 2. And
the reason
I that's not a joke. I buy one for myself all the time for a snack. Like I'll be like, oh, I need a quick snack, rotisserie chicken.
a quick snack.
Quick snack.
How long does it take you to eat?
Rotisserie chicken, I don't know, 5 minutes. There's barely any meat on those things. I just eat the meat off of it. I usually the skin tastes so good on those.
All right, Paul.
Wait.
Docking Bay 7 is on my honorable mentions because I used to love it, and I reserve hope for it to come back to the quality it once was. The other thing on my honorable mention is Chicken Guy, which was a very pleasant surprise.
Oh, I wasn't
Talk
thinking of
about
that.
sauces.
What's with you and sauces?
Love
Moving
sauces.
on. My honorable mentions: Cosmic Ray, Starlight Cafe, which I think was on someone's, right?
I had it.
Was it on mine?
Wait, what are you talking about?
No.
No, I didn't have it.
No.
No one said it. We talked about the Incrediburger.
Oh, that's what it was. So my honorable mention is Cosmic Ray because I do. What, John? What, John? You know, I didn't interrupt you through your whole
Oh,
spiel.
that's not true at all.
I asked you if you could eat a whole rotisserie chicken. That's hardly interrupting.
Yeah, but you asked me that while Paul was talking.
well, I can interrupt Paul. That's
Fair
fine.
enough. We're just talking about Starlight Cafe way more than we should, way more than it deserves for being on nobody's list.
This is. It just so happens that they had a good burger that we enjoyed, and now it needs its time in the honorable mention because you know what? regardless of, I know it's not great, and that's why I really didn't like food quality wise. There's much better things you can get, and that's why I didn't make the list. However, the atmosphere when Cosmic Ray starts playing the piano, plenty of seating. You can always sit inside, escape the heat. You can sit by the window, look at the castle. What, John? Nothing. What's so funny?
Nothing at all.
I think it's good. It's in my honorable mentions.
Enjoy your Chuck E. Cheese.
It's in my honorable mentions.
Oh my God.
Did you say your other honorables? Or is
It's
that
in
all
your
of them?
honorable?
So my next honorable mention is I guess really any place where you can get pizza on the go, Blaze Pizza, and then what's the one in Epcot in Italy?
Via Napoli.
Via Napoli.
Pizzeria.
Because I love walking to my next dinner reservation with a pizza in my hand.
Respect.
Honorable mentions for me, The Land.
Okay.
It used to be a
Okay.
staple for us. I think we stopped going there because there's just no theme to it, really.
And like every other thing, the festivals.
Yeah, exactly. When you're in Epcot, it's all about the festivals and,
Yeah.
the food that you
Yeah.
can try. But The Land, if you need a quick meal, like that's the place to go. Like
Place in my heart
half
for that.
rotisserie chicken. I don't think it's rotisserie, but it's like a half chicken.
I've seen him eat a half chicken. It takes him longer than 5 minutes.
No, I'm taking my time if I'm doing that.
Yeah.
But they have great meals, great desserts, great drinks there. It's nice and cool. It's always plenty of seating there. I think it's a good place to go. So I always like that one. I just don't go there often anymore. And with that, honorable mentions, any resort, like the classic resort meals, they're so much better than they used to be. Like they used to be pretty basic. It was always like chicken tenders or French fries or this or whatever.
Oh, you mean like the food court?
The food
type
court. That's
things.
like it's usually all the same in most of the resorts. They're pretty good now. You can get like roast beef dinners, like turkey dinners, and I've gotten them, and they're really good.
Have
Like,
you ever
They're
got?
not 10 out of 10 quality. They're like 6 to 7, but they're
feel you.
good quality food to enjoy.
At Saratoga Springs, in their like food court place, I got a steak and cheese, and it was roast beef and cheese. You think you can hide that from this guy? I don't think so. I'm very sharp like that, and you know what? I don't appreciate it. So Saratoga Springs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It was probably steak.
I know the difference between steak and roast beef. Don't I look like a guy who knows the difference between steak and roast beef?
You do. Cheers to the Pepper Market. I want to cheers to that real quick.
I won't.
My other honorable mentions we already talked about: Gaston's Tavern and Casey's Corner.
Booyah.
Okay.
All right, number one.
I mean, we could probably fly through a couple of these because we already know what they are. My number one is indeed Casey's Corner. It's just one that I never skip, and I always get, even if it's mostly a foot long, I always fork and knife it. I usually get the chili cheese dog, and it's a
Who forks and knives
very
a hot
filling,
dog?
amazing, like the best hot dog I've ever had. And
Who are you trying to look good for?
no, it's just more comfortable for me.
Okay. You're very your comfort is not my comfort. That's all I'll say.
I don't care.
Okay.
I'll try the brownie next time, though. I'll let you know how
Baseball
it is.
brownie is pretty good.
All right, the fries are decent too.
I like the
Yeah,
fries.
shoestring fries, not my favorite.
Not the best seating, but if
You
you,
see,
can get a
I like
seat
the shoe-
inside,
I know you do. Yeah, you like the
Because
less potato.
I don't like it too potatoey.
Yeah, we talked about this. I like the steak
Yeah.
fry.
Yep.
I like curly.
Yeah.
I like steak fry. I mean, I love curly fry too. I like all fries. I'm not discriminating on fries.
Yeah.
But
I hate a steak fry.
See, I love a steak fry because you know what I do? I bite it, and then I suck out the potato from the
And
inside.
I'm glad
That's
he
so
described
gross.
that twice on the podcast.
Yeah, right.
I
Gross.
couldn't remember if we talked about it on here.
I think you did.
You know what? Yeah.
You should say it again.
It
That-
was gross.
an hour.
It was
Yeah.
gross the first time. It's gross the second time. My number one, if we can move on,
Yeah.
Regal Eagle.
Yeah, we know.
Let me tell
what?
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
something about that barbecue. I got 2 entrees when I first went there. I got the brisket on the Texas toast, and then I got the pork butt. Let me tell you, the Texas toast, the brisket Texas toast was so good. I got it again a little later in the day. The pork butt was so flavorful, and I don't think it's on the menu anymore. But it was so flavorful that if it was any more flavorful, it would be too much. It would be too much. I would have to wander that bad boy down. So flavorful.
I'm glad
I will
you
go
love
there
it.
every time. It's my favorite quick service, hands down.
All right. Oh, I wish that Wolfgang Puck Express was still there because that's a great.
I
quick
know.
service.
It was so good back in the day.
Yeah. What's your number one?
Oh, we all know what my number one is Satuli Cantina, of course, in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
I would literally, when I move down to Orlando, I
Yeah.
will probably have lunch there at least 3 times a week.
Nice.
I love their food, and it's not just their food, which I love. Like, I don't ever get bored of it. It's such a delicious meal. I get pretty similar to yours. I get the beans with the rice, the beef and the chicken, but I don't get the slaw and I don't get the vinaigrette on it. I just get it plain not the way it comes, but plain.
Or without any kind of dressing.
Yeah, without any dressing on it. None of those dressings are really appealing to my style.
Got it.
But the Dreamwalker Sangria, to this day, I have yet to find a sangria I say is better than that, in my opinion.
Really?
I think it's the number one sangria on earth.
I don't like sangria.
Is it a red wine?
It's a white wine
Ah.
with grapes in it, and it almost me and
No.
Joe used to say that it was like drinking like the like the water, like the essence of life, because it was so refreshing. You're drinking alcohol, but it's just so refreshing.
Yeah, yeah.
You gain 2 days every time you have one of those.
You gain 2 days every time you have that sangria.
So you can have 3 cigarettes for the whole meal. 1 for the meal and 2 for the drink.
All right, boys.
That's great news.
All right, boys. Foot goes first. Bottom five, coming in hot. Pizza-fari.
Oh, it's coming back on the list. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah.
So I won't stay on it.
Yeah.
Now I love pizza Rizzo.
Isn't it the same pizza?
I don't think so. It's a similar style of pizza. I don't think it's the same. I like pizza Rizzo. Pizza Fari is tired. It's tired.
It's tired. I'll agree with you on that. And it's just a short walk away from 8 Spoon Cafe. So if you have heat stroke, go to 8 Spoon and then
I want to know who knows what 8 Spoon is.
I never heard of this place.
Well, good. Then I don't want people to know. That way I can have my my fill.
All right.
Yeah.
What's your number 5?
The Friar's Nook. Like, I mean, this is a basic thing. It has mostly hot dogs. If you want a hot dog, just go to Casey's. I'll skip Friar's Nook every time.
They got some like buffalo chicken mac and cheese
Oh, wow.
with tots.
I'll pass on the tots. We already talked about this.
I
Don't
know.
like the tots.
I know.
So my list is weird. So I thought about Friar's Nook because I don't go there ever, but I do look at the menu, and every time I look at it, I go, I want to try that. So it's more it's more like, and it's weird because the place I'm about to say for my 5th bottom is a place I go almost every time. So I don't know why, I can explain why. Actually, what do you think you know what my bottom?
I can't really say. I just wanted to say something about the Friars Nook.
There's always something that looks pretty good on there that I always want
I've
to try.
tried it. I have tried it. And a bit underwhelming. It's in my dishonorable mentions.
Yeah. So my bottom number 5 is Pecos Bill, and it's weird because I do enjoy Pecos Bill.
Yeah.
But it's like so much worse, and by so much worse,
Yeah.
it's like 300% worse than going to the La Cantina.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's almost like I go there because it's convenient and it's easy and the food's fine.
Right.
Right.
But
Lots of seating and
it's a
whatnot.
big-
Yeah,
yeah.
but besides that, it's super basic. It
The-
never tastes as good as you think it's going
The
to.
only thing it really has going for it is like the toppings bar.
which they don't have anymore. So that's also why
well,
it's
there we go.
Well,
relegated
no.
to my bottom.
I'm sorry. They do have a toppings bar in there, but it's like, your guac, your stuff.
No, it ain't there anymore.
It's there.
It wasn't there last month.
John.
I was not. You're talking about right when you walk in to your right?
Yes.
No, that ain't there anymore.
Well, I will be there in 5 days, and I will either prove you wrong or I'll be like, what?
Yeah, he's gonna be like, what?
I'm gonna upload some short vids from
Yeah.
my trip.
Upload a vid of that,
Look forward to that.
of that empty bar.
One vid's just gonna be like, what?
You're going to the Halloween party, right?
No.
Oh man,
No, I mean we got Sebastian now, so we're not doing any nighttime stuff.
I was gonna say
not in
get
the parks.
You
the
could sleep in the stroller.
you could get
No.
the I don't know if they sell the that corn thing that I got, the corn cake. They might sell it all the
but
time.
that thing has candy corn on it.
It has like 3 pieces. I didn't eat them.
All
I
right.
might have actually. I can't remember.
Save it for the Halloween pod.
All right.
Which if everything organically gets released in the order we're filming it, next week will be the Halloween episode. So look forward to that.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Have you started watching any Halloween movies yet?
Whoa.
Oh,
next week.
sorry.
Post lotioning.
I shouldn't be scratching by then.
What's your so Pecos Bill's your 5. Number 4, it's called Lotta Wada Lodge, and that's
What is that?
That's in Blizzard Beach. It's like chicken nuggets.
I almost said that.
Yeah.
I almost said that. Yeah.
We know the water parks have like the worst restaurants by nature.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost said that, but I honestly, the real reason why I didn't say it was because I couldn't remember the name. I was trying to look it up and I couldn't find it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's the one in Blizzard Beach?
Yeah.
Terrible. If I had thought of it, it'd be on my bottom 1. I don't think I've been the only place that's made me sicker than Woody's Lunchbox. And Woody's Lunchbox is in my top.
Woody's Lunchbox in his top 5. What's your 4?
Chicken Guy.
Oh, what?
Chicken Guy's actually really good. I didn't.
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea, but I enjoyed it when we went.
The chicken tenders were basic. The only thing it had going for it were the many sauces, and I sampled most of them. They were okay. I didn't understand, and I waited in a long line because it's such a popular place. It's not worth the wait. It's not worth the hype. It's not worth the money you spend on all the extra sauces. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's just chicken tenders with some sauce.
If you don't get it, you don't get it.
If you don't get it, you don't get it.
Well, there we go.
4.
Flame Tree Barbecue.
I almost put that on my bottom.
Because it's, you know what the reason why is? It always, and you're going to hear this a lot with these, I feel like I'm going to enjoy it. I'm like, ooh, barbecue.
And then you
This is a great place. It's the only place. I remember back in the day, I was like, this is the only place to eat in Animal Kingdom.
Right, yeah.
And
same.
the food's never good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to be mean,
It's like,
but
the half chicken and the ribs and that's all in one plate.
it's always the grossest ribs. It's
yeah.
it's the quick meal version of Sci-Fi Diners food.
Ooh, that made me sick.
Yeah, it's the same meal. I'm pretty sure it's the same ribs.
Ooh, not great.
The ribs chicken, that whole thing that you paid $20 for at
boy.
Sci-Fi Diner, you
Wow.
get it for 10 at Flame Tree Barbecue.
I would have to eat an entire bag of cheddar popcorn and then leave early.
Now they have a decent pulled pork, like I think it's pulled pork mac and cheese there. It's fine, but it's not like it's like it's probably the same one actually because it's in the same park. Probably the same one you get.
Well, what's
Flame Tree Barbecue.
Oh, okay.
No, this is probably more basic.
Well, I'm keeping it in. I think Animal Kingdom is one of the best parks for snacks, but I'm keeping it real. We could talk about it in our snack episode, but I'm keeping it real. We're keeping it in. We're coming in hot. Restaurantosaurus. Screw Restaurantosaurus.
Where is that one?
Yeah.
That's in Dinoland, USA.
I don't know what that one is.
I'm not a big fan of that
Restaurant-
Oh, it's the one across from Dino.
Yeah.
Actually,
and, that's another.
It's tired.
It's another one where
It's tired.
there's a fair amount of seating, but that's about it.
There's a fair amount of seating.
I
That's
forgot
about all
about that
it
place.
offers.
I forgot about that place, but you know what? There was one thing I used to like about it. They had a toppings bar. Probably don't anymore, but they had a toppings bar. One of the toppings, I kid you not, was chili.
Oh, right.
And I remember, when we were not so well off and we were poor back in the day, I would go there and just fill up a bowl of chili for free.
So
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my goodness.
You could it'd be a bowl. I'd be like, I don't have money for anything. Let me get a bowl of chili real quick.
Yeah. And
I'd be like, oh, can I get a cup for water? Fill it with chili.
and the ketchup dispenser never works.
That is true. It never did
You
work
go-
there.
Nothing comes out.
I think it's worth saying that most of these places, it's hard to come up with a bottom 5 because
Nothing's terrible.
nothing's terrible. And
Well,
when you're eating quick service, when you're eating
Flame Tree
cafeteria,
Barbecue.
it's like most. But like to a degree, I don't stay away from anything. Mostly.
I do.
I honestly would probably.
I stay away.
I'll give Restaurant-Top5 another shot. Next time I go, I'm gonna check it out.
There
I
are
don't.
thing-
I don't hate Restaurant.
There are things like Restaurant-Source that I don't avidly avoid. However, my number 3 is something I avidly avoid.
Let's hear it.
Cheshire Cafe.
Oh,
But there's nothing to eat there. It's like there's
there's
just
Cheshire Cattail.
there's one option.
He's attacking the Cheshire
That's
Cattail.
a snack.
It has so little
snack.
options.
It's
it
a
has
snack.
so little. Well, it's.
I moved to strike this from the record.
It's listed as a quick service in the Disney Experience app.
Okay.
That's what I thought. It has so little options, and each one of their one option is gross. I didn't even finish it. I think either John finished it or I threw it away when I got the Cheshire Cattail.
I mean, if we were going to do everything in the app, we could have said be our guest as a quick meal too.
Are you on cocaine or something
Their
like
breakfast
that?
actually
That's a sit down.
Well,
I like their
breakfast.
breakfast.
Is a quick meal.
And their lunch. Their breakfast is pretty good though.
Good breakfast.
You get the
yeah.
pastries
Okay,
with it and
breakfast.
everything.
Wait,
where are you going?
Still wouldn't be in my
Oh,
top.
I thought you were trying to take my turn.
No, man.
Number 3. I feel like one of you guys had this on your top. Harbor House.
No.
What makes you think one of us had Harbor
Oh,
House?
my thing with Harbor House.
Harbor
is
House was almost in my honorable mention.
It's just very basic. It's sandwiches. I can get a sandwich anywhere.
Not a
It's not
sandwich guy.
sandwiches.
Not a sandwich guy.
It's seafood. So you get your
Oh, then I definitely don't like it. It used to be. Well, they have sandwiches.
sure,
But-
but lobster roll, fried
yeah.
shrimp.
Yeah, that's why I don't like
quite
it.
love it. It was almost in my honorable mention.
Well, if you're going to a seafood place and getting a sandwich, no wonder you hate it.
yeah, but if you think,
I'm pretty sure they have a turkey.
Sandwich
I'm
place.
pretty sure that we
Do
went
your
there.
research.
We went there once with everyone.
It's like going
What did
to
you?
a sandwich
What did you
place
just
and getting
write? What did you
seafood.
just write? This bottom 5.
we went there once, and I remember there was like one thing on the menu I could get. It was like a turkey and American cheese sandwich or something, and I didn't even like that.
Sounds awful.
It does sound awful.
It was
No wonder
awful. It
you
was
didn't
terrible.
like it.
I think everyone else had lobster rolls.
yeah, I definitely had lobster roll that day.
Sounds gross too.
Number 2, and I know y'all feel me. Backlot Express.
Backlot Express is my number 2.
I forgot about Backlot Express.
Backlot Express's days are numbered.
Days be numbered.
You know,
here's
I
the
just
thing.
remembered another one that's terrible. There's a lot of terrible ones
Yeah.
in Hollywood studios.
Yeah. So the Backlot Express though, its days are numbered.
And last time we said something's days are numbered, it was Voyage of the Little Mermaid.
And it's gone.
Then we got confirmation that it's gone.
It's
so
gone.
Backlot Express, your days are numbered.
Days are numbered. It's moderate food. I don't dislike it. I'll go in there to eat, but I'm usually disappointed. I'm like, okay, there's nowhere else to eat. Okay, Backlot. And it's fine. But the days are numbered, and it doesn't really have any business being around since Backlot Tour is done.
I agree with everything you said.
Well, that was always the problem with Hollywood studios. Every quick meal there used to be the exact same food.
Right.
It was like the same options. Hey, you want to get chicken tenders or a burger? Nah, let's go over here. Chicken tenders or a burger?
Yeah, like ABC Commissary and Backlot, like the same.
Yeah.
Well, they changed the menu now at ABC Commissary.
Is it good now?
Nope.
No, I read it on a previous episode. It didn't blow us away.
I wouldn't expect any less.
So you're number 2.
Wouldn't it be?
We had the same number 2. Backlot
Mine's
Express.
Backlot.
Oh, that's funny. Docking Bay.
For
Because
that reason.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I remember the first time we went, they blew me away. They
Yeah.
had it was like a braised beef or something. Remember that? And
Mhm.
they had all these options, all 3 options. We all got something different. We're all like, this is all amazing. And the chicken was really good. I remember trying the chicken, but that braised beef was what I went there for. I was like, this is great. I don't think it was braised beef. It was something beef. What's beef? Not beef stew. Roast beef. It was roast beef.
Yeah.
It was like roast beef with like mashed potatoes or mac and cheese and
Mhm.
vegetables, something like that. I've been there twice since. Both times been disappointed. First time I went back, well, probably been more than twice since, but twice since they changed their menu up. The first time I went back, they didn't have the beef anymore. They had like a rib. I tried that. Awful. Like
Yeah.
one of the worst ribs I've ever had in my life. I was grossed out by it. It had like the hard pieces of like not bone or fat or whatever it is.
Like
ligaments, cartilage,
whatever.
It was just gross.
Yeah.
Went back, got the chicken, but I was like, let me get the hot chicken. Hated it. And went back one more time, and I was like this most recently, last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, I was like, let me get the regular chicken one, because I remember we used to love that. I
Yeah.
got that. It's just not the same.
It's not the
Yeah.
same.
I
It's
don't know
like
if they ran
chicken
out of
nugget
budget
chicken.
when COVID happened or something,
I
but
wonder. I really wonder. But
they used to be so good. They would have been my number 2.
That it would have been on my top 5.
Yeah, it would easily be my number 2.
Yeah.
Because the drinks there, the atmosphere, it's very easy to get in and out there.
Yep.
There's always tables. They clear your food for you.
Yeah, there's actually service there, so yeah.
But no, it's just unfortunately the food is just not good there. I keep hoping it's going to be again. And
Yeah.
It just never is.
It's too bad.
It's a shame.
So quick dishonorable mentions. The reason this one's Friar's Nook, I told you, was on my dishonorable. Tortuga Tavern, and it's the only reason it's on it. I don't dislike the place. That's why it's not on my bottom, but it's such a small menu. So I think they could expand that and do much more with that. It's across from Pirates of the Caribbean.
I think their problem is I always forget they exist.
Exactly, because it's such a slight restaurant. They could do more. And basically, the indoor is connected. You walk through Tortuga, and you wind up in Pecos Bill.
Yeah.
And then, just for the fun, just for the lulls, Leaning Palms, Typhoon Lagoon restaurant. I don't know.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Dishonorables.
The only dishonorable one I had was the Blizzard Beach one. I can't remember the name.
Got it. The Lotta Wada Lodge.
Lotta Wada.
I mean, hearing a lot of those, I agree with a lot of them, so
Yeah.
they probably would have made my dishonorable if I thought of it, but ABC Commissary.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I mean, the
Again,
cupcake was good.
plentiful seating, air conditioning, awesome cupcakes. But you can get those other places.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Get at Gaston's Tavern.
You can get those. You can get most of it in the bathroom, like a place to sit and air conditioning.
right.
I thought you meant the cupcakes.
No, I didn't know where you
Yeah,
were
where's it
going.
going with this?
Well, if you find a cupcake in the bathroom, I won't say no.
I mean, I'd probably eat it.
All right, guys. My number 1 least favorite
Mine's funny.
restaurant in all of Disney World, and this place can close down for all I care.
Oh, God.
Ooh,
Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe.
No way. No wonder.
Screw you
John,
guys.
you're lying.
I am
you
not.
Don't mean that.
I don't like that place.
It's not the worst.
I don't like
I can
it.
name 5 off the top of my head that you would not go to before there.
I don't like it.
I didn't challenge that.
I hate when I have to.
John.
I hate when I have to go there. I
John.
hate when I have to go there.
It's the same food you get at
No,
Backlot,
no,
at
it's
ABC
not.
Commentary,
It's worse.
at Pinocchio's.
John,
It's worse.
you think it's worse than Backlot Express?
It is worse.
John, it's like a decent burger.
It's a decent burger. They
How
have
about
a good
it-
spicy
how about I
chicken
have-
sandwich.
How about I
Chicken
have stuff
sandwich.
that's like slightly worse than Backlot Express while this puppet is playing a piano and kids are dancing all around me? Half the time there's a party going on in there.
Yeah, because it's a party. Because people like to be there. I'm sorry that you don't like seeing people happy, John. But you know what? Watching the kids dance makes people happy. All right, and you know what? The food might not be great. It might not be great, but you know what? You pop some mozzarella sticks on a burger. You pop some mozzarella.
Call it an Incrediburger, and we got some.
Call it a super sticky burger because Paul's an idiot.
Super
And then-
sticky. It sounds gross.
I'm not the one who makes the names, John.
I know.
I'm not the one who makes
Well,
the names.
people who
Andrew.
run Starlight is.
I'd like to start a petition to bring Hades nachos to the menu full time.
That's
I'll
not.
sign that
that's
petition.
not from there. That's from
Those are good,
Pecos
those are
Bill.
good.
I'll sign that
Yeah,
petition.
yeah.
Hades nachos were in Pecos Bill.
We changed our mind. Now
That
we're talking
was
about Hades
awesome.
nachos.
Yeah,
yo,
because
I know.
your number 1 was such nonsense.
So nonsensical that we had to change
We
the topic.
had to change the topic.
What's your
because
number 1?
Earl of Sandwich.
Oh,
What? Are you kidding me?
I'll pass on a sandwich every
Nah,
time.
this
I
guy-
hate even looking at the building.
This
Yeah,
is Tower
so
of
you-
Terror all over
So this
again.
guy would go to Harbor House and eat seafood before he's
Yeah.
going to go to Earl of Sandwich?
Yeah.
I would.
No, you would
No,
not. You don't
I
like
would.
seafood.
No.
I would eat
You
the
would not
seafood.
eat
it was
seafood.
guns
I would
right
eat
now.
the
He's-
There's
seafood.
a steak and
No,
cheese sandwich
You know
there.
what? I'll get the fish and chips. I eat fish and chips. I'll get the fish and chips. Boom, bada boom.
You're going to go to Typhoon Lagoon's crappy restaurant
Of course, because here's the
filled
thing.
with sand and
Here-
salt
but
water?
here's the thing. We all know it's crappy. We all know it, but it's a water park. It's what's there. You know what? It's what you have.
Earl of Sandwiches.
However, when you're in Disney Springs and you walk by Earl of Sandwich and you see it and you gag a little bit because you can't stand the sight of
I
it.
don't believe he doesn't like
Did
sandwiches.
you know the sandwich was named after the Earl of Sandwich, who
Oh, wow.
also founded Hawaii which was
Wow.
originally called the Sandwich Islands.
Really?
Yeah, it's from Boy Meets World.
Wow. You know what? Hold on. With that information, I'm going to change it to my number one favorite. Shut up, Paul! Nobody cares about your stupid facts. It's the worst thing.
They have pizza at Earl of Sandwich.
I don't care, John.
He's never walked in that. He don't even know.
He doesn't
don't
even
know.
I don't want to know. How
I'm
about
gonna
that?
go to Disney
All right,
with
hold
Andrew, and I'm gonna take him to everywhere I think is the shittiest restaurants of all time, and be like, "Bet you wish you were at Earl of Sandwich right now."
Yeah. So yeah.
And I'm gonna take pictures of Andrew the whole time eating. Be like, "Eat it,
So real
eat it, Andrew."
so real quick.
We'll go on the Instagram page.
My number one kind of pissed you guys off. Andrew's number one definitely pissed us off. You better play it safe. What do you got?
Pizza Fari. It's terrible. It's like, first off, it's in a park where most of the food is bad, and it's like the worst of the bad food in that park.
Yeah, I agree.
There's even the pizza. Even the pizza's not good there. You get like this small little. It used to be like a circular pizza. Now I'm pretty sure it's the rectangular.
I think so.
It's like the Pinocchio's Tavern type pizza now.
Yeah.
When it was the circle one, it wasn't as bad.
And that's what Pizza Rizzo is, the circular
Yeah,
one.
now it's like you get this little the Pinocchio's Tavern pizza. So I get the same pizza I get from Pinocchio's Tavern without the atmosphere.
Right.
There's like no seating in that place,
Yeah, it's bad.
and the only options are the pizza there. There's not even like a separate. I think
Yeah.
they might have nuggets. It's like pizza
maybe,
and nuggets.
But it's like, it's not good.
And what do I want in 100-degree weather in Animal Kingdom where it feels like 300 because of the humidity in that
3 servings
region?
of pulled pork mac and cheese.
Do I want to?
That's 3 servings.
Do I want to walk over and have a slice of not a slice up? Well, not even a full. Do I want to walk over and have a little? I don't know, something that's twice the size of a French bread pizza from middle school. Like,
Right. No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I support your.
no, that's the worst.
My eye is itchy. Can you get poison ivy in the eye?
No,
You
but
can.
we'll all lotion up between this.
Okay.
All right. Can you just show us how you eat that hot dog again? With
Yeah.
the mic, please.
Yeah, sure. So, like, it's the hot dog, right? And then, well, I eat with my right hand, right? So let's pretend it's down, right? And so I'm gonna come down like that, like the claw, right? And I'm just gonna come down around the whole hot dog, and then I'm gonna scoop the whole bun like that. And I'm gonna pick it up like that, and then I eat it like nom, nom, nom.
Cheers to that.
Oh, cheers to that.
Cheers.
I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm not.
Cheers.